So right off the bat,
Why don't this
Right
man
off the
doesn't
bat.
wash his hands after he pees?
let's present this correctly.
Okay, go.
So what I'm saying is I wash my hands before I pee because I know that my member is clean and my hands could have been touching other shit. So I rather wash my hands before I pee, and I'm not aiming on my hands and getting piss everywhere. So I'm good afterwards. But you wash your hands after. Why?
Because I open the toilet.
Okay. You don't grab a piece of toilet paper to do that?
Even still, if I do that, I still wash my hands.
Okay. So now it's
A lot of the
switching. Now
times,
the argument's switching.
a lot of the times, I do grab a little piece of toilet paper, open the toilet,
Right. Toss the
and then
toilet
go,
paper in.
yeah, and then go pee, and then wash my hands because I got close to the toilet. I touched it.
Okay.
Even if I didn't touch it, I touched it.
So let's say you're outside and
Okay.
you go to a urinal.
Yes.
Are you washing your hands before or after?
After?
Interesting. I'll flush with my foot. I'll hit that lever with
I'm
my
not
foot and I'm
touching-
walking out of there.
When I go to the bathroom, I'm usually not touching piece. Most of the times, you can flip it down. What pain?
You don't need to aim.
You can't.
You just piss,
Are
right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I gotta
I
aim
can. You can't control. It's like
without my
it's
hands.
like paragliding where you're holding the sticks and you're just you're floating this way. That's same with my boxers. It's just
I could aim it
In for
a
a
little bit
smooth
if I'm like
landing.
half chub, but I can't just like if it's full gummy worm. I'm not aiming that. Dog.
I can't believe you don't wash your hands. So you'll go and eat afterwards.
I wash my hands before I pee, and then I'll pee. If I touch something,
So if you're in a restaurant, you
Yeah.
will wash your hands before you pee.
Yep.
Not wash them after. Eat your food.
yeah.
You're a sick fuck.
The only time I'll wash them after is if there was no option to get a paper towel with my elbow to open the door.
You are
So if if the door is
fuck.
wide open, I'll wash my hands before, pee, and walk right out. If the door's closed, I gotta get a paper towel with my elbow
Okay.
so I can open the door handle.
I think what you're gonna find, and let us know. Sound off in the comments. Is he insane or is it?
Do
me?
you wash your hands before or after you pee?
Let us know.
Or both? Hey, there's middle ground here. Everything can be nuanced. But I'm not doing it after. That's
I
fucking
can't believe
cuck
this.
shit.
So you spit coffee. No, fuck me.
What's
I'm
going?
flustered. I'm
Where
flustered.
are you going,
I'm
brother?
flustered. You spit your gum
'Cause your
on
hands
my
are dry.
carpet, and then you piss and then touch the microphone without washing your hands.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but what's really on the microphone after that?
Your dick hands.
Clean. My dick is your dick dirtier than your hands?
It doesn't matter. It's still weird.
Nah.
And you're
If
gonna
you're a
find
man-
out because you
Nope.
found out.
If
in
you're a
other
man, you don't
scenarios,
wash your hands
You
after.
found out with Mexican food. You found out with spitting your gum on the carpet. You do a lot of weird shit that most people would go, "Hey, that's weird."
No,
and I'm telling you,
Mexican
that's
food
weird.
was wrong. You lost that one, but the gum
I
on
lost that one.
bad
How?
because it was just like an easy mix-up, and you don't know shit about any other kind of food.
No,
Quesadilla,
no, sir.
Enchilada, who the fuck?
No, your
whatever.
argument to me saying you didn't know what a quesadilla was,
Yeah.
was you don't know Arab food.
No, I gave you an example where you're familiar with Mexican food, but you're not familiar with a ton of
but
different
the
other
argument
dishes.
is that Mexican food is one of the most common foods in the United States.
If you eat it a lot, and I don't
It's
eat
one-
it super often.
But that doesn't change the fact that it's one of the most
Your
common
girlfriend's
foods.
Mexican, so you know the differences
Don't
between
try and
everything.
use humor to get out of the fact that you're cornered
no
here.
humor.
You're completely wrong.
Nah.
The fact that you don't know what a quesadilla
Refuse.
is fucking insane.
No, I know it, but I just mix
I know,
up
but
the
even
names.
mixing it up for a second
crazy.
is fucking crazy.
That's crazy. That's
when you
almost
live
as
here.
crazy
when
as
you
when
live
you
here.
drove down 2.5 hours for fights
I
that
got
were
the
a
date
month
wrong.
away.
I got the date
A
wrong.
month.
I showed up on the day
A month early.
early. Yes.
A month.
yeah.
2.5 hour drive.
I
You
know,
didn't go,
but the
let me
thing
just
is-
double check.
I showed up on
So,
the day.
You know what that's called? A mix up. And you know what I did? I mixed up enchilada and quesadilla. Sue me.
Are
Sue me.
you comparing a fight card that happened on one particular day?
If I drove 2.5 hours to go watch something, I'd kind of be aware of when it's going to happen and not show up a month early.
I showed up on the day. I'm sorry I got the fucking
Stop
date
saying you
wrong.
showed up on the day. You're a month early.
But it's the same day. If I show up on November 12th and the date is December 12th,
Yeah.
I still showed up on time.
So
just
what'd you
a
do?
month in advance. I got
What'd
the
you do?
wrong
What'd
date.
you mix up? The month?
The month.
Aren't you old enough to know your months? Everyone knows their
I'm
months.
sorry I didn't check for a fucking shit fight card.
that you drove
Oh,
almost
yeah.
3 hours
UFC
for.
fucking 200 happened one time.
Where'd you live
How
at the
many
time?
times has a quesadilla happened, nigga? A billion
Where'd
trillion
you
times?
live at the time?
I lived in Ellensburg.
And you drove
I
where?
drove home to watch the shit card with you because
No,
I'm
where?
a good friend.
Where's home?
Olympia.
What's
So
that
2.5
drive?
hours.
Bro. The point is, we mix things up that we're
No.
not super well versed in. You know?
No.
And you don't know your months, and I don't know my Mexican
No,
food.
no,
I'll
you're
concede
trying.
that.
No, you're trying to throw this in there to mucky up the waters.
What were
of
you gonna
the
say?
muddy up. I
You were
was
gonna say
between
murky, but you got scared.
murky, muddy, mucky.
Okay.
You're trying to muddy up the waters
Uh-huh.
of the fact that you got quesadilla confused, and quesadilla is 100% a very, very common thing.
Yeah.
You know
For
what
some
Skechers
people.
are, right?
For some people, it's
You know what
common.
Skechers are. You never wear them, but you know them because
Could
it's
I
a very
name?
common
Can
shoe.
I name the different kinds of Skechers?
You're getting
Can
very
you?
particular.
So you brought up Skechers.
You're getting very particular.
I'm using your example, boss.
Okay, we can use cars.
Okay. Do you know every model of every car?
No, but you know the main ones.
No, okay.
Honda Civic.
Yeah.
I've never driven one. I know what it is.
What are the different versions of the Honda Civic? I'm fucking getting deep on you, brother.
No, you're not. You're just
joking,
trying
I'm
to
joking.
switch shit around.
That's
That's what you do. You gaslighting fuck.
Yeah, I like gaslighting you. It's fun.
You like gaslighting bombs on the side of the road too. Fuck nigga.
Nice. You have a lot of gas.
I
from
cannot wait for
indigestion.
everyone to go. He's fucking crazy for not washing his hands.
You're tripping if you think you should wash your hands after versus before.
I know, but
That's
you're
crazy.
saying this to me. If we had a group of 20 people, I don't think anybody would agree with you.
No, I think most men would agree.
I don't.
I think a girl would see
don't think so.
see the post and they would go, "That's crazy." And I think it's everyone's super used to you doing
Fuck
a
it.
live.
We're calling in.
Who are we
We're calling in. We're calling Dave.
Okay.
I'm fucking fed up.
One person doesn't. I want to do the poll though.
Dave, don't say anything racist. You're live on the podcast with me and
He
Cameron.
never would.
We have a question to debate and we need your help.
All right, what's up?
When you go to the bathroom, whether poop or pee, at what
No,
point?
no,
Okay,
no.
okay. Let's just
What
do
are
pee.
you doing?
Okay, we'll go pee. If you go to the bathroom and you're going pee, at what point do you wash your hands?
After.
Okay. Do you wash them before?
After. No.
Okay.
So what
And-
I'm saying, let me make my. What I'm saying is, I typically wash my hands before and not after.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. We still have a poll to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna spread it out across more than just us. But I'm getting gaslit on the podcast, and he's trying to frame it as if I'm crazy.
Yeah, Cam, this one's on you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
All right, thank you
I
so much,
appreciate you
Dave.
chiming in, brother.
I'll talk to you after.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, love you. Bye.
So I stand strong. That doesn't dissuade me. The reason is, and I'm not trying to be too stubborn, but the reason is, I think it's common knowledge. Like you're taught, wash your hands after you pee, and that makes total sense in some ways. But if
There's
you're
not
clean,
a single way it doesn't make
you're washing
sense.
before, dude. I can't believe you wash your hands.
You
after.
can wash them before. That's
Now
a
don't bring
bonus.
up poo though.
You can.
If you go number 2, you have to wash your hands before and after. That's what I would do because I'm
Okay.
touching too much. But if
I'll
you're just
give
peeing,
you can wash your hands before you pee,
Yeah.
but you always and should always wash them after.
yeah, I'm walking out of that bathroom.
It's upsetting.
Yeah,
It's upsetting.
I'm walking out of that bathroom.
Thanksgiving came up, and now I know something I'm not thankful for, which is the way of life that you live. I'm not thankful for it at all.
Hey,
It's
it is the
upsetting.
holiday season though. We started this off hot.
Yeah. Speaking,
I'm thankful.
Let's just wrap up with the potty talk. I got one thing along the lines. So when you live with somebody, you just got the common little bickering about random nonsense that doesn't really matter. In my
Like?
house, like Natalie might say something about, oh, you didn't fold the towel in the kitchen when you dried your hands. Can you fold it back instead of just leaving it hanging?
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff like that. Meanwhile, her pet peeve, or my pet peeve with her, she leaves the bags of shit after the dogs go poop. She picks them up, leaves them by the front door. We have a
Seen it.
trash can in the back that they're supposed to go in. I put it in there every time. You
Yep.
put it in the back. she leaves it at the doorstep
Why?
because she lets
What's
the
the-
dogs in, dries her paws off, whatever,
Oh,
but
just
then never
leaves them.
goes back out to fix it.
Okay.
And so we had an argument where she tried to call me out on something, and I went, "Oh, are there 2 literal bags of shit on our front door?"
What was she trying to call you out on? That's
I don't know, something like
Something.
that just was meaningless,
Yeah.
really, in the grand scheme of things, when there's bags of shit at
Yeah.
our front door.
Yeah.
And nothing, that it hits perfectly when,
Yeah.
because we were brushing our teeth going to bed. Like,
I'm on Natalie's
after
side.
we had argued, and then I was like, "Oh well, yeah, that's great. That you're right. I could put my toothbrush back here instead of over there, but at least it's not a bag of shit on our front doorstep."
Yeah.
You know, the house didn't come with bags of shit at the door. Did you know that?
Oh fuck! That wasn't part of the amenities. Just
Yeah.
shit.
You can see tandem garage,
Barrel
recessed
down real quick.
lighting, and complimentary bags of shit by the front door.
Barrel down real quick because you're about to get gaslit again.
Okay.
I'm Team Natalie on this one because
Okay. Let's hear it.
I don't think, whatever that she is.
I can't stand you, bro. I really can't stand you. Are you fucking kidding? Okay, let's hear your argument for keeping bags of shit at the front door. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, dude, I'm fucking
No,
on
go ahead.
Natalie's
Go ahead.
side, dude.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So my argument is that it sounds like you both have valid points, but when she brings something up to you, right?
Okay.
It's kind of like one of those like 2 wrongs don't make a right kind of thing. And when she says, "Hey, you didn't fold the towel," I think instead of deflecting by bringing up something she didn't do,
Okay.
you should just acknowledge her gripe,
Yep.
resolve it,
Uh-huh.
and then separately bring up your issue.
Yes. And I hear what you're saying, and I acknowledge what you're saying. And completely separate from this,
Yeah.
do you think that you exercise the same sort of process when I brought up the quesadilla 5 minutes ago?
Now
Do
on,
you?
on this podcast,
Uh-huh.
on this very podcast,
Yes.
yeah.
And that's the show, everybody. 'Cause I'm going to shoot this man in his fucking face.
I gotta offer resistance here. I can't just hold.
And honestly, I don't really care that much about the bags of shit at the doorstep. But then again, it does not leave a good message. One, to our neighbors. They
Yeah.
walk past, they see the bags of shit. Amazon, they got to drop off stuff. I know that's not a fun job. And then you got to drop it off with bags of shit in your face. That's upsetting. And it's just not a good look for us. And we're all about our image in this community.
Yeah.
The community of Linwood, we want to set a good precedent. We're good people. We care about the
Give them your
environment.
address and shit. Yeah.
90210.
I know.
You don't know where I live.
I think, dude, how funny would it be if one of your neighbors, like, you would see them do what you guys do, like leave bags of shit in front of their door, and then like you end up running into them at some point. Like you always see just piles of shit in front of their door. They take care of it eventually, but they're like Natalie. You run into them and you're talking, and you find out they've never had dogs.
That would be fucking tight.
Quick disclaimer:
Yes.
there's like plenty of times I agree with the points you're making, but I gotta just stay strong.
Don't disclaim.
No,
No.
I'll stay strong. I'm just gonna fight you on it till you bleed.
Don't try and disclaim because then it gets mixed up. But
But
because
honestly-
you already do make crazy points
But
in
honestly,
general.
the quesadilla one, I don't even know where I'm at with that. I don't know where I'm at right now. But with the fucking peeing one, I'll stand strong on that. That's a real opinion.
it's fucking
I don't want to
upsetting.
shake someone's
I
hand who
can't
washed
wait.
their hand after
I can't
they
wait.
peed.
The thing
why
that
your
pissed
hands are
me
dry.
off is like because I edit all our clips, so I see everything.
Yeah.
Again, after we've discussed.
Yeah.
And I got pissed off 2 separate occasions when you spit the gum on the fucking carpet, and then your defense was put it back in the wrapper, like you had never heard of there being a fucking gum
You
wrapper.
want to take the veil off the Hollywood, the production here? Because
Yeah, go for it.
when you're like, don't put gum on my carpet, no shit. But I did it, and now I'm going to have to fucking fight you on it just because that's the show. It's unpleasant.
That doesn't mean fucking disrespect my house. We don't go to your house and just fucking disrespect
What
shit,
am I
do we?
supposed to do? Have a wrapper on me?
And here we go. And then when we had the quesadilla argument, and then you said you've had Persian food before, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It was such a bad point
Yeah.
that you went to it. Both of those just made me go.
But we texted afterwards, and I won the
Yeah.
text exchange hard because I brought up
That's because I fucked up.
Chinese food.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did
it
fuck
wasn't-
up really bad.
It wasn't that you won; it's that I fucked up.
Or you said Mongolian beef.
Yeah, I
and
did.
I was like,
Because we said like Chinese food, very common, and then I said Mongolian beef because I was thinking Panda Express. Those niggas, I forgot
that's Chinese
that it's
food.
all different. And listen, it's all at Panda Express.
hey, who here thinks Panda Express is Chinese food?
It
Yeah.
is
Okay.
to me. It could be Japanese food.
quesadillas and
They're
enchiladas are the same thing.
No, that's different. That I'm saying all Asian ethnicities, same thing.
Okay. And here we go. Chinese food is more.
Taekwondo, karate. What the fuck are we
Now
talking
you're pissing
about?
me off. Dude, Chinese food is more popular in America.
Yeah,
than
did you know I have
Mexican.
a black belt in feng shui? Move your seat to the left. You're
I'm
giving
getting
bad
gaslit
vibes.
so hard right now. Chinese is more prevalent than Mexican food, and you don't know any fucking dishes there. So, haha, you don't know. Same shit.
Kung Pao chicken.
Fuck yeah. Burrito. Let's go bar for bar.
Okay. Egg roll.
Fucking okay. Enchilada.
Wuhan Wong wrap.
Yep, and that's
All
all
right,
right.
then that's it. What Wuhan Wong wrap?
Dude, I'm gonna get all my Chinese friends to go. How the fuck did you not know more than 2 dishes?
Oh, all your Chinese friends, go fuck yourself. Go fuck
don't have
yourself.
any.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll find them. I know they're crawling around.
I got another hot take for you.
Okay.
We set up the bidet in one of our
Oh,
bathrooms.
nice.
Awful.
Why?
Awful. They're worthless. All they do is make the situation worse.
Okay. Is your process? Do you wipe once first, or you just let the
Maybe that was the thing. I treated it like some people treat a dishwasher, where they don't clean the food off first. They just run it, and then they go, "Why are these dishes dirty?" And I just realized that I did that.
Okay.
So
Let's try
that's
that,
what
yeah?
it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then I looked at my dishes. I went, "This is a mess," and now I got to clean it, and it's a wet mess, and I'm not having a good time.
Yeah.
It made, in
'Cause
fact,
the
it made things
surface-
way worse.
Because you gauge how long you're gonna be wiping based off what the
I thought
surface area.
It
of
was like
that-
a pressure washer. You don't got to sweep before you pressure wash. You just do it. It does the business.
But if you pressure wash and you didn't sweep, then you're just spreading around.
Well, it turns out that's what it is. I didn't know that going into it, and then I was stuck in a predicament where I was like, "Do I need to shower now?"
You have shit dripping down your balls
All right,
and
we're
shaft.
getting. Come on, people. People are gonna listen to this while they're eating.
No, they're not.
You don't listen.
There's nobody listening.
People are listening to this on their commute to work,
Yeah.
and you're ruining it by
Yeah.
being just
How many people are listening to this?
too X-rated, man.
No, 2. 2 people might listen. That's
See,
what you meant.
Look at you hating on yourself. I believe there's millions. I think there's millions listening. So,
So
and then
what'd you do?
We're taking it down. We decided we're scrapping the project.
Just
We didn't. We're not having fun with it. And also, it takes up space. Like, speaking of aiming, using the potty, it's like a weird backboard. I'm trying to aim. I've got to worry the biggest spot where you try and hit the deepest water. That's where the little nozzle for the bidet is. So then it's in the way, and then you're trying to detour and stuff in traffic. I don't like it.
I feel like you did it wrong. I have a floating toilet, so I can't.
What does that mean?
It's like straight into the
Is
wall.
it next to your carpet?
Get
Get it? Get it? Yeah, take that, Aladdin.
Did you steal your toilet? Mine goes straight into the wall, so I can't attach anything to it, which sucks. But I feel like you did something wrong here. Well, one, we can identify you didn't wipe beforehand, so
We
you're
should
just fucking.
Will you train me? We
Yeah, I got
just
you.
do a live walkthrough. How do you even use? How would you use one given that you stand on the seat? So do you sit
I
down?
wouldn't be able to.
Oh, so you've never used,
I've used one before, and I just had to sit. Obviously,
and it made you really uncomfortable sitting.
it's not super uncomfortable, but it feels wrong. Like you
It
go your
feels
whole
wrong.
life. Imagine you squatting on the toilet. That's gonna feel weird as hell for you the first time.
I know, because that's not how they're made.
Yeah, but it's healthier to do it the way I'm doing it, so I'll stick with it.
Why don't you get the little stool thing where you can squat on that?
I'm just so used to my butt not being on there. I know it's weird because no one does it, but I also, in case of emergencies, when I'm out in public, I don't have to touch. I don't know how people share butt cheeks like that. That's crazy to me. And then I know well, at least I've had this issue. You can maybe explain this better because you have more experience pooping normal. When you're in there and you got to pee, do you just tuck it in and let it rest against, like, you got to keep it tucked the whole time with your hand so it doesn't
Well, you
touch
gotta sit back.
further
You're
back?
sitting too far
Too
forward.
close. Okay. So that's not an issue for you, and you
No.
just hold it with your hand?
Yeah, you do some monitoring with your hand.
Okay.
You just hold the club down, make sure there's no
Yeah.
nonsense going on, because it is one of those things, like touching the front of the toilet with your member.
Yeah, that scares me.
That's like scraping a fork on a plate. It's just like ew. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
And if that happens in a public bathroom,
I would
that's
kill
like
myself.
the
I would kill
equivalent
myself.
of
I don't use the public
finding
bathroom.
gum under a desk
Yuck,
and chewing
yuck,
it.
yuck.
It's been a poop
We
heavy
should,
pod.
yeah, we
huh?
should switch topics because this is too much.
I want the fans to submit their pictures of their bidets not
all right,
working.
we're done. We're done.
Okay, enough shit talk. It's the holiday goddamn season.
Yeah, we just got back from Thanksgiving. That
Yes,
was
we
great.
did.
I'm not thankful for anything. I hate the holidays.
Now, the vegan food is a little tricky to navigate around, but they had some real...
The issue, well, let's get to the food in a second. The issue
Yeah.
for me with the holidays is that my parents are divorced. Wah. So that means
It's your
there's-
fault.
Well, it turns into just splitting up my time 19 different ways every holiday season. And it's a chore for me. It's fine for them because they see me there. That's their whole day.
Yeah.
But I have 3 other days to deal with because now with my girlfriend's parents, I got to go over there too. So that makes 3 different places I got to go between 2 days. And I'm driving back and forth to Tacoma and back. and all these commutes and-
my family, my loved ones.
I know
What
you
a
don't-
headache.
I know that you don't have family, but I'm allowed to be annoyed with my situation. Whether
Be
you
grateful,
have
you pussy. It's
Yeah, yeah.
Thanksgiving.
There's kids starving in Africa. That doesn't mean that the food at
I
my
didn't
mom's
say
house
that.
doesn't use seasoning.
I didn't
Doesn't
say
change
that.
shit.
I'm
Just because somebody else's circumstances are worse than yours doesn't mean that you
gotta
can't
find
be
a way to be-
unappreciative of what's happening in your own life.
You got to find a way to be grateful
No,
for
no,
all
no,
that
no.
artillery.
No.
All right.
So I did a lot of driving, a lot of seeing different family members and stuff. And I've come to the conclusion we don't need holidays. We don't need family.
Make this case.
We don't need family.
Yeah, make this case.
Because
Explain.
you go and then there's always one person that you know doesn't have the ability to control their opinions on everything and force them on everybody else. And then you're sitting there and then you're looking over at your sister with the blue hair and she's getting uncomfortable because your Republican dad is like, we should fucking set the homeless on fire. And then she's like, but I love everyone. And then it's just a disaster. And then I'm
Yeah.
sitting there straight down the middle.
Yeah. Nuance.
Nuanced, ability to see each perspective.
You're reading between the lines.
Yeah. I'm like,
Fuck yeah,
women
yeah.
can't have armpit hair, but also
Who are
minimum
we?
wage should stay below $4.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was
And I
coherent.
don't think either of them have that.
Mm.
You know, that's the type of vibe that I'm on.
I find a lot of fun in the debates, to be honest.
If you can get one person going,
Yeah.
that's
I like
that's good.
I like stoking the fire and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting back. Like I was at my
I feel-
dad's on Saturday.
Mhm.
Him and my sister were talking about the Middle East situation
yeah.
hard. And who started that? Me.
Oh,
and
hell
who
yeah.
sat back and just was like, "This is cool."
Hell yeah.
Me.
And
That's
then-
fun.
And also, for context, your family is from the Middle East. So it's kind of like the Spider-Man meme
They
where you
know.
guys are just pointing at each other like, Brakusit! And
Brakuzit.
that's the closest I know of your language.
No, that means bagel.
Really?
No.
Well, I thought I knew. That wouldn't really make sense because I heard that from Call of Duty. That's the best I know of your
Some
people.
Russian shit.
Yeah, I feel like if you're stoking the fire, it has to be with just one. Like it has to be a small group, or you have to be isolated from the group. So, like for instance, when we go to my dad's side, for Thanksgiving, and we're gonna fuck with my stepbrother. You gotta stoke the fire with just him away from everybody else.
Yeah, all you got to do to get him really riled up is say, like, I'll look at you casually and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Portland doesn't smell bad.
Yeah,
And then you'll look over and he's super triggered, ready to argue about how stinky it is over there.
yeah. Even though he used to not wear deodorant, it's crazy. It's
He used to rub like quartz and crystals on
yeah,
his
and then
armpits.
and now he's like, fucking anybody that has different color hair? Is that a white person with dreads? I'll fucking lose. Cut their fucking kneecaps out.
And he wears a Pharaoh Monch tank top. That's literally a different color from the sweat stains,
A
dude.
Pharaoh Monch tank top is fucking hilarious.
We might have just gave it away, too.
Holy shit.
People are going to know who
Nobody
that is.
listens to this.
Uh,
Yeah, so Cam came to my mom's house for Thanksgiving,
yeah.
and we had mom's food. Actually, wasn't too bad.
No,
you know,
it wasn't.
even though she's vegan and the expectations are low for the food, because 1 white, 2 vegan. That's just what else can you have
Yeah.
worse for a cooking situation?
She dated black before, so you hope that something rubbed off.
Yeah, but she's not competing with my
Yeah.
grandma.
No one's competing with your
You
grandma.
can't
though.
compete with a black grandma when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And it's crazy. 2 ladies with fucking cannons on them that one can cook, one can't. It's crazy. That's one thing that
I would love be. Oh yeah. Also, as you heard, Cameron going crazy with the canon talk, but then somebody brought up that they saw one of
I
our
was going to bring
clips
this up. Yeah.
at the dinner table. They brought it up, and he folded like a bitch.
No.
He said that, oh, well, Chase does all the writing for me, because he couldn't stand on his own 2 feet and accept what he said.
So this is something I wanted to talk about on here for sure. It's tricky navigating because like I've always been super respectful in front of your parents and in front of like anybody's parents really. I'm not who I am in private with you because we're just crazy, obviously.
So crazy.
I'm sensible
Okay.
in that environment
Okay.
usually. And so now that we're here and we're attacking each other and we're using different topics to hit each other hard. And then I go to Thanksgiving where I'm surrounded by his family and his stepdad and everybody.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
seen all these clips of me talking
Yep,
about
and
those
you
fucking,
froze up.
those fucking
Don't do it.
juice-
Don't do it until you can stand on it. I don't want to hear it.
those fucking
Pussy.
juicy fucking milk AK-47s. Just don't being there in person is difficult to navigate because I know what they're thinking, and there's no good time to bring it up. And then when it is brought up and they ask me about it, I found the perfect loophole. I told my girl on the drive there, this is the easiest like response to this because I know it's gonna come up. And I was like,
That was a bad response. They know that I don't write stuff for you.
dude, even the audience knows you write for me.
It's just not a good argument. They deep down, you know that they know that
Nah,
that's.
they think it's
you're
you.
just saying it.
You started the mom tit thing. You did it at stand up where you talked about how you'd be Shaquille O'Neal if you drank from those.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
It's a great joke.
That was a good joke
I'll give you that.
about my own family.
Right, but once you exposed it there,
I know, but if
That
I talk
became
about your
open-
dad's shiny bald head that I'd fucking just plop my nuts on and rub
Yeah.
them around,
yeah,
I would say if he was like, "What was that?" I'd go, "Listen, Sasha, it is what it is."
he'd give me a little like eye twitch, and then I'd sock you in
I
your
know, but
mouth.
the thing is, I'm not afraid to say it and then stand on it.
That's cool. You're a comic. Yeah, I'll stand on it. I just thought it was hilarious to blame you.
But
for it.
even if I wasn't a comic, like that's not
okay, so
that great of a.
let's say another friend of ours who
Mhm.
you just called in.
Yeah.
Let's say we fixated on his mom,
Mhm.
and then you were around her, and she brought it up. How would you handle that?
I think that's also a different situation.
Oh, is it? Be
wait,
honest
Give
here.
me a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me really ponder this.
Take your time. No one's watching.
I don't think. Well, I pick and choose my battles though,
Mm-hmm.
because that one is different. I don't have any relationship with her.
Oh, okay.
You know my mom very well.
Yeah, as
You've known my mom for since middle school, man.
Yeah, but when she messages me, she's like, "Hey, son."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not like a
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
of your mom. I'm like, that's like a mother-like figure for me.
Yeah, so the friend that we just talked to, his
Yeah.
mom is not like a mother like
Okay,
figure.
what about
I don't have a relationship with her.
the other mom that we
But
used
you're
to
like
have?
if I were
Let me use a different
Okay,
example.
go.
What about the person who's not in our lives anymore because of you?
Uh-huh.
What about his mom? Back when you guys we were all very close with her and regularly, and
Think it'd be a storm to weather, but I think I'd wear my jacket and
so
I'd get
you
through
would
it.
just look her in the eyes and say those fucking cannons are right up my alley.
No, I'm not. Those cannons right up my alley, but
Because your
I'm
mom's
not gonna. Well, he told me to say it. I'm not gonna do that.
What would you do?
Grab him.
Cheers, brother. Fucking cheers.
Hell yeah.
I actually hit that once.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Separate than this. Your girlfriend recently has been gaining some traction
Mm-hmm.
for her business through Instagram Reels.
Mm-hmm.
It's really blown up her following in the past couple of weeks. She
Mhm.
went from like a couple thousand to like 20,000
Mm-hmm.
followers over the span of some time. Has it affected her life in any way? What does it look like? Is she walking with some pep in her step in the house?
Yeah.
Is she kind of swinging her nuts around like I'm that nigga now? You
Mm.
got to kind of do what I say.
Yeah.
What's it like?
I'll do it from two different. I'll touch on the relationship dynamic later, but I think it's given her a lot more confidence to do what she's doing, because before there was success here or there and it was okay, but it wasn't like I'm 100% sure there's anything to come of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although she believed in herself for sure, but now it's like, oh shit. I think
So it just validates her feelings of what she's doing.
yeah, lots of validation, and I would also say more stress, because now she feels like she can't like fuck around anymore. Now she has to like take advantage of the opportunity and really like double down on production, double down on everything else she's doing to try to like,
We should clarify that she has a business making jewelry that she sells.
yeah, jewelry, candles, lighters,
Yes.
different things like
So then she recently, through posting about her business, ended up gaining significant traction on Reels, couple million views between
Yeah.
some videos, and now it has boosted her following significantly. So we're talking about how it affects her business.
Yeah. So in that sense, like it's definitely validation. Because the amount of messages she gets a day are like you couldn't even read them all if you tried. That's that's how many it is now.
Oh, awesome.
And then there was a day just last week, I think I told you about it. At Thanksgiving, there was $800 in like a couple hours of just online orders.
Oh.
And
yeah.
that's all through just the payment option at PayPal. So when she finds a way to fix that, hopefully that'll make it even easier for people to order. And then in our relationship, I can see that
She
she's
wears
walking.
the pants.
She wears
the pants.
I can see she's walking around with a little more like gusto.
She should.
Yeah. And I'm fucking like, dude, if this blows up anymore, I'm quitting and fucking joining. I'm gonna sell whatever we're peddling.
Whatever. We're peddling. He doesn't want to say it.
I'm just a little anonymity doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah. It hasn't like changed much to where she's trying to like straight up big dog me yet. But we're on our
That time
way.
is coming.
Yeah.
Has there been any negative feedback from
Yeah. So
the attention?
some of without getting into too many details, some of the things she's posted have been purposely controversial in a way, which is great because it generates a lot of conversation. But then the people who aren't on sort of her community side, they'll report the account and they'll get her shadow banned and they'll post like messages that are pretty fucking
Intense.
crazy. Yeah, intense. But when there's so many, it's a lot easier to filter it out.
Yeah.
Because now that there's so many, there's like 80% of it's all support and good, and then 20% is not, and it's whatever. The things they say are so fucked that it's hard to be offended
It's not
by it.
realistic. Yeah.
Yeah, like you deserve to be like that, like all of that type of stuff. And I know I'm being vague, but
That is crazy.
yeah, they responded to a comment of a girl talking about how when she was like 4 years old, what happened, and then the
Oh
response.
my god! But also, that's crazy to just disclose that information to a business account that sells jewelry. And be like, at 4 years old, I was assaulted. Like,
Hey,
brother,
I'm not.
come on, man.
I'm not questioning.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no,
That's a lot.
it is a lot. But you felt like it was a safe community
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
it in
but-
or whatever. I'm not gonna get into like if they. I wouldn't have done it.
That's crazy to just disclose that on the internet,
Yeah.
and then also crazy to respond to somebody saying that, or to even threaten or say anything to anybody negative on
Yeah,
it.
it was
You're a
like-
psychopath.
And I'm not even exaggerating. The response was something like, "Oh, get over, like you deserve,
over it?
Get over it.
Oh my-
You deserve it. That's your lot in life." Like kind of that, like straight up. That was the response.
That's wild. I noticed that. I mean, I already knew people were crazy, but I noticed that when we posted that clip about when you went to Utah and there's no porn, and I was like, Utah's trash, and then people would respond with their opinions on Utah and their porn policies.
Yeah.
It's like, brother, who gives a shit?
No, I
Who cares?
I do.
It's
Send me
too-
DMs. Send me DMs with links to articles. Educate me.
It's just wild that people care about what is going on with others.
Yeah. Now that you started work again.
Yes.
Yes. How's that been time wise for you? Like getting adjusted to a regular schedule again.
It's ass. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do this 9 to 5 shit. I can't relate. I can't. It's fucking miserable. I think the hardest part about having a job is the opting into a culture thing. Like, because that's the difference with our parents versus our generation when it comes to work. They had one job they just stayed at, got a pension, retired, whatever. And they're just a cog in the machine of doing whatever.
Yep.
Ours is you switch jobs every couple of years, and every job is like, we're different than the other companies. We got a 4-day work week. Our values are equality and da da da. And then you get there and you got to pretend like you give a shit. Like you're
Yeah.
not there to just do a job, go home and live your life.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want out of any job that I work at. It's a means to an end. If you got a goal that you're trying to pursue, any job you have in the meantime, means to an end until you can fucking get there.
Does it
So-
make it easier for you having to do this shit, knowing that you actually have something you're working on the
Yes
side?
and no. Like, yes, that I know that it's not the end all be all, but no, also. And like, if you have something that you're looking towards that you want to do, and you're just stuck not doing that thing,
Mm-hmm.
eats at you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, fuck, man.
That's double edged. I get it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this like worked out and the day, like, I'm not saying we offer anything to anybody, but if the day we have like an actual audience and we get to like look at what's happening pretty consistently and we're like, hey, maybe we should step away from our jobs and focus on this full time, or like, I'm assuming if you start touring,
I would
we'll
get.
do some live podcasts
Listen,
on the
you
road.
wouldn't even see the arm of this mic because it would go straight up my ass. That would be so
Can you
fucking-
imagine?
Yes, I can imagine. That's why I'm doing it. Otherwise, why would I be wasting my time?
No, same. I mean, I'm skeptical of. I'm not skeptical, I guess. I'm just like
A
I'm not-
pussy that can't see the bigger fucking
I'm not
picture.
holding my breath.
You're scared.
I am.
Who cares, man?
No, I'm not scared necessarily. Like, I guess what I'm saying is that I don't. There's so many people that are so talented trying to do podcasting, and it's so saturated. I'm just saying, if we got
Oh.
through it, and
You're
we
looking
actually
at the
had a-
reasons why it can't work.
No, the reasons why it will work. All I need to do to try to give myself the best opportunity is just show up and do it.
And quit talking about my mom's tits. That's the.
I physically can't. I physically can't. Hey, let me level with you, brother. I can't.
Wait, but back to what I was saying. Do you feel that way about companies and the culture shit? You feel that at all? That's my heart. That's my biggest issue with having a job is trying to pretend to be interested in that. Like, it's not that I don't like the job or the people there. It's the pretending like you really are invested in the culture. When at the end of the day, if some shit hits the fan, you will get fired. And everybody knows this.
Yeah, I've never had like a overt issue with it. Like I know we're all just dancing the dance
Yeah.
and doing our.
Well,
but,
that's
like,
the part that I hate is we all know that we're dancing the dance,
yeah.
but we got to pretend like we don't know that we're dancing the fucking dance.
But I think if we never pretend, then it doesn't even have a
It would make
chance
shit so much better.
of becoming a team, though.
If you didn't have to go per my last email, I fucking told you that I sent over the documents. If you could just be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Work would be so much better. Like,
for you.
Steven, we've told you 3 times. If you check that folder on the drive, you'll see it right here. Are you blind or are you dumb?
Yeah, but
That would be...
the sensitive the sensitive acoustic girl with green hair.
We'll be like, oh, loud noises.
Yeah. And we can't have that. We live in Seattle. They all have green hair and they're all acoustic.
I have ADHD time blindness. Makes me late to every Zoom meeting. Oh, my God. Kick that bitch straight in her pussy.
You got to be mindful of their acousticness, dude. And we know what that word stands for.
You won't say it because you're a fucking loser.
No, because I'm not
But-
trying to get you demonetized. Asshole. We have no views. Why don't we have views?
If I had an answer, we wouldn't be here.
You're the
partner.
marketing guru. Why don't we have fucking
Listen, it's a slow ramp up, buddy.
views? No, just
You gotta
tell me
catch
why.
the algorithm. You got.
I want an audience to hate on me.
You gotta do
Where
a
they
lot
at?
of stuff.
God damn it. Dude, how much do you think? Who do you think they'll hate more out of us once we have an audience?
Probably me.
Really? You don't think I'm insufferable?
I do think you're a very fucking weird guy, and
Yeah.
I hope you know you're a very odd guy.
I love myself.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm
I hate
saying you're
myself.
a very
You're
odd
right.
guy.
I hate myself.
And it
You're right.
irritates me how sometimes you don't go, I'm a weird guy. Yeah.
You don't think I know I'm weird?
You argue it. Like the washing your hands thing.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
I'll stand on that.
yeah,
10
yeah,
toes down.
yeah. And but then I know it's a small sample size. We call somebody. He goes, yeah,
That's
that's
too
weird.
small of
And then you sit there and you go, nah, it's you guys fucking.
Would you prefer if I folded?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so,
I give up.
but then I'm doing all the yelling and the rattling up and going, you're fucking weird. And so I think they're eventually going to be like, he's too much. He's kind of mean.
Yeah. No, I think they'll off the bat think you suck ass. But you know, as an
Okay.
audience member, seeing myself argue some of the fucking horseshit points that I try to argue, I would go, bro, someone convince this dude he's fucking delusional. That would piss me off. So I
Yeah.
could see them hating me too.
I think also I bring the cultural relevance. You're kind of
Sure you do.
a vat of nothingness.
Okay.
Remember when we played Heads Up at my mom's house
Mm.
during Thanksgiving? It's a game you hold the phone up, it gives a topic, whatever. People try and give you clues, and then you guess it. All right. Cam's doing it. He's doing fast food restaurants. This nigga fucked up. Applebee's, Red Robin, Taco Bell. They just...
I got
He-
Taco Bell.
but-
I got Chili's, Taco Bell, and one other one.
and then you tapped out 40 minutes in, or 40
40
seconds.
minutes. Yeah, I was
40
tired of holding the phone.
40 seconds into the minute.
Yeah.
You're just like, I can't do this.
Well, I actually haven't played enough, so I thought it was over when I heard the beeping. I thought I was towards the end, like the last 2 seconds left.
You got uncomfy because you
I wasn't
realized
uncomfortable.
I'm not from here.
I'll tell you this: in front of the audience I was in front of, just Silent Hill cast, I was not uncomfortable.
That's another thing that I'm not a fan of at Thanksgiving. Somehow at one of my households, there's always a group of niggas that I don't know,
Yeah,
which is weird.
but that doesn't make me uncomfortable. Honestly,
It makes
Like,
me
I just don't give a fuck.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I'll cuss.
Not like
you know,
uncomfortable, but it kills the vibe a little bit.
a little bit. You don't know where the
'Cause-
sense of humor. Is.
Yeah, yeah.
When you were up
I don't
there,
like having to think about that.
there was like something of yours that I said, like I called you a criminal or something, like I made a racist remark, and Chandler and the other dude with the backwards hat and the girl, they all fucking busted out laughing, and I realized I said it before thinking about who's around me, and so that could have been either way. That
But
could have
that's
been like,
also
holy
how
fuck,
you
what's
should-
wrong with this?
That's how
kid?
you should do it. Who
I
cares?
don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah, but also you gotta look at it as I'm not gonna see these people very often, if at all.
I see them pretty regularly.
Let it fly.
All right.
Well, like what? You do that in public? Like sometimes Natalie would be like, I like quiet, watch out, oh.
Yeah.
But we're in a store. These people will literally never exist in my life ever again after this situation. So what does it matter?
To what degree?
Like if you
explain.
go in a store and I say something where someone's within earshot, like I cussed or something.
What'd you say?
This is just a random scenario. There's not like any particular.
I know, but I
I
gotta
remember.
hear an example to gauge.
Like, let me think of something. Like, let's say we're in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the produce section. There's bananas.
Mm-hmm.
I go ooh ooh ah ah or some shit like that. There's a small Asian man within earshot. And she's like, honey, come on. It's like, who gives a fuck? What is he gonna do? Besides go home and try and catch a fly with chopsticks. What is he gonna do?
That's a good question. This is a tricky one because I definitely believe in
Because if they're not gonna
like,
exist in your life,
respecting people's
yeah. But if you're not really doing, it's different. If I'm trying to do a fucking YouTube prank or some shit, I'm actually impacting people's lives negatively. Me, I'm saying something within earshot of somebody. If he doesn't like what he's hearing, wah.
What this reminds me of is like when I'm in the sauna and clearly every
Yeah, yeah.
single person in there is quiet,
Uh huh.
and then two people walk in and they're speaking fucking gibberish. It's probably like
Yeah,
some-
but that's also you're in the sauna for X amount of time. This is in passing.
But they're
You're not
so
gonna see
loud. They're laughing. They're acting like no one else is.
What color are
trying
they?
to- Brown. The Ethiopian. Falafel. So, anyways, they'll do that, and that bugs me, and I'm like, why don't they have a sense for, like, just a social sense for what this situation is calling for, which is not loud.
Yeah, and
voices
that's
and
where it's a
laughter.
perfect opportunity. This is you would be doing kind of what I'm saying. What I'm saying. So they're being loud and they're being annoying. They're fucking up everybody's life. You're never gonna see them again after this. So why not just go, hey, shut the fuck up?
Right, but that's what someone would feel like doing to you.
And if they
you're
do?
talking about monkeys. And
Yeah, if they do, chalk it up to the game, baby.
I feel like
Who cares?
that's like avoid those little micro
But it's not like
beef situations.
well, it's not like I'm
Just be
going out
respectful.
doing this 24/7. I'm saying in an instance when I'm just joking with my girlfriend or something.
You
It's
are
like
really
it's a-
loud though.
it's a
you know?
quiet
You're
one-off.
a loud fucking person.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
It took me a second. Did you see me? I fucking flared up. I was gonna say you also.
Sometimes, yeah. I forget my audio, my volume.
Yeah, that and when you're drunk, you forget your sense of touch.
Yeah,
You turn into literally Helen Keller when you drink.
That's hilarious.
You're just over here going no, no, and just shaking. Just
She's a really good
ripping-
singer.
Just giving everybody a bacon collar on their T-shirt because you heard Jason Derulo on the speakers. You're just like, yeah.
Bro, I actually heard a Jason Derulo cover by Helen Keller recently, and it was really fucking good.
Those videos are funny every time, even though you know the punchline.
They'll never not.
It
be
doesn't
funny.
matter what the song is. You just wait to hear what type of yelling is it.
I sent 8 TikToks to a friend of ours,
Uh-huh.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
fiance.
Of
And
the Helen Keller.
I
of the
might have
Helen
sent
Keller
one of
thing?
those, and I went to our messages because we'll reply and talk back and forth.
Uh-huh.
She liked every single one,
Except for
but
that one. Except for that one.
I was like, all right, message received.
Bro, I think. Wait, pause it. 1 sec. My theory is that most people have a good sense of humor. And I realized that from TikTok just because of certain situations.
Can you fix your fucking watch strap?
No. Like, have you seen the homeless people in the honey buns on TikTok? Where it's just
Oh,
it's
you give them a hot
92
honey
billion different situations where you're throwing a microwaved honey bun at the homeless.
bun. I've seen it.
And there's hundreds of thousands, there's millions of likes and comments about those videos.
Yeah.
And it's always people laughing. Everyone's collectively laughing at those videos.
Yeah.
There's a recent one with Gail Lewis, the Walmart girl,
Yeah.
where she retired from Walmart and now people are putting her on the they're putting her on the Statue of Liberty. They're like she's served in the war. Just any sort of clip. There's a clip of DK Metcalf, the wide receiver for the Seahawks, chasing down a cornerback like down the field, and like Gail Lewis when she catches somebody shoplifting. And there's millions of people laughing at that.
Yeah.
At this random one-off hillbilly bitch from Oklahoma. We're laughing at disabled people, homeless people getting abused, Oklahomans. What else is there? It's just all Helen Keller
To
thing.
your point.
We all think like this. It's kind of like the job thing where we're all doing a dance. We all think like this. It's just everyone's scared of the small group of people that are like, you can't laugh at that.
Do you know how many millions of people there are in this country, though?
Yeah.
That seeing a video like that get 1 million likes doesn't convince me that the majority of people would find that funny. Because I think some of these people go so long without having, without opening their mind up to a normal sense of humor or a dark sense of humor, that they really are wired to find that stuff just offensive. And so I think there's an equal amount of people that see that shit and go, this is fucked. And they scroll. Like
I guess.
the person I sent that video to.
I guess, but also I think there's a lot more people than let on that think that
Probably.
type of shit is funny.
Probably.
And they just have to keep quiet because there's the other loud majority or minority. It's up for debate.
It's a minority.
I think it's minority that what the fuck is going on?
Bro, you know what I do before I come here
What?
on the drive?
You just go.
I put on 6 Foot, 7 Foot by Lil Wayne, which is the only song I know in my life. And I rap the whole thing
to
before I
do
get
vocal
over
exercises.
because I'm ready.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
sir.
Do you have anything else that happened this week?
Besides Thanksgiving, I went down. Saw your mom's cannons. Dude, that's yeah. That'll never not be a thing, by the way. Nothing else really. Oh, yeah, nothing else. I did see something online though that I wanted to talk to you about.
What?
It's fight related, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
But
Can you watch other sports, please?
what do you got?
I was talking to Dave and I was like, we got to get this man on other
I
sports.
just don't care.
It's
about it.
just so stupid that you don't like other sports.
What do you
there's-
want from me?
Because the sports are exactly what you like.
But I've tried.
You
it's not
haven't
interesting.
fucking tried. I
have.
know you haven't
I have.
tried.
I have. I've been with you guys at bars, Super Bowl things. We've done it. I just at some point I look away from the screen and I'm bored.
That's because you don't understand what's going on.
You guys have explained it.
No. We'll explain like a field goal's 3 points. You're not understanding the situations that people are in. It's fucking the game-winning drive, 2 minutes. If this doesn't happen, then they're out of the playoffs. It's fucking
No.
draft order. There's so much fucking cool
There's nothing
shit going
on the line, dude.
Yeah,
They've all made their millions and they're just tackling each other. I don't give a fuck.
It's so upsetting that the only thing you like is a niche sport.
It's not niche. I don't think it's niche anymore. I really don't. I think it's past
It
that.
is and isn't. If you compare it to the other sports as far as viewership and attention, it's not comparable.
In the U.S., maybe. Overall, I would say it's probably larger than football and
Where do we live?
here. But
Yeah,
why do you have to
soccer
be
is fucking huge in Europe,
Yeah.
in Spain, and
like
wherever the
soccer?
fuck. No, I don't pay attention to it.
You pay attention to tennis?
I can watch it, but as far as following it, no.
No. Yeah, there's some sports that tennis is pretty cool.
Tennis
I don't
is
know a
not
ton about it, but
Fucking
I like tennis.
comparable
To football?
as far as
If you ask me
entertainment
where-
value.
I know, but if you ask me what I'd rather watch, I'd choose tennis all day.
So
And I know that's
so-
crazy.
it's so
At least I know that's
upsetting.
crazy. I know that's crazy, but
like you don't like watching a nigga just get fucking hit going down the middle, catching a pass, boom, broken neck.
if it's a good hit, yeah, I'll see
You
the
don't like
highlights
watching
online.
somebody get dunked on and just
Does that happen every game where someone gets tackled and it's just this crazy play?
it's a lot of the games where there's a crazy play that happens.
Because I'll see it on ESPN, and that's the only thing I care to see on social media. I don't need to see the
That's
whole
like-
game.
Yeah, but
There's
then
no team I'm invested in.
I know,
There's
but
no-
then somebody is like, I watch UFC. I only just watch the knockout highlights. Would you be like, you're missing a good portion
I
of
just
it?
think it's not their sport. Because that's Dave. He just watches the highlights and sends them to me on Instagram and stuff. I know he has no fucking clue what's going on in the sport actually, but
I just think it's annoying to not know sports.
you just think that because you really like football.
But I can watch any sport and understand the context of it in the moment and think it's cool.
You also wouldn't say that if you didn't do a fantasy league this year.
Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, probably not.
Yeah, it's okay.
But fantasy league has forced me to really take a look and go,
Yeah.
wow, I was missing out.
You feel that way for real?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's a great thing. It's a community thing also. On top of it being exciting to watch.
I just have my
Is there a
community things. That's the difference.
But all of your communities don't go outside. The
true.
fucking manga niggas do not step outdoors. They don't step outdoors. They read books backwards. They're in smelly pajama pants.
Yeah,
You're in communities that niggas shouldn't step foot in.
sure. But I get my fill of what I need, I guess.
I know. And then the UFC community, it's like guys that like sports betting. They're Barstool Sports guys, backwards hats, happy dad. They love getting a beer after work.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're the type of guys that are like, Saturdays are for the boys. Fucking, let's go. It's beer o'clock. Like, that's the type of audience that, and you don't like those guys, really.
No.
So,
But
the
there's
communities
people-
you're in.
There's communities like, okay, there's not I don't like everybody, but there's specific people I really like. There's specific channels I'll frequent as soon as an event's over so I can see all the comments, see the recap videos, do that thing. And that's
Yeah.
weekly.
Yeah.
So I get my fill, but I also understand, like, I know football's popping. You like
I guess
it.
there also
It'd be
is parts of that. I'm not even really in that community, but there's
Yeah.
parts that I also think are crazy. Like when you watch the games,
nice.
they'll do a close up on some of the fans in the stands,
Mhm.
and they're all covered. Like there'll be 50-year-old men just shirtless, wearing football pads with spikes on them, and they got the face paint and like a.
That's a
fucking
real
crazy
thing,
hat.
like a
Yes,
regular thing?
Yeah. And then they just go to work the next day as normal guys.
It must be fun, though.
How I know, but that's also wild
Yeah.
to be dressed like that, and then you just go and you work your regular day job the next
That's
day,
fucking
and you're replying to emails like, "Hey, Susan," how's it?" Like how?
Take my sister's name out your fucking mouth.
I'll keep it in and around
Hey.
my mouth.
Hey.
No, Susan. Susan.
Your sister looks like she sells afros.
I'm sorry that your sister's fat material and mine's not.
No, she is.
If you try hard enough, if you're determined.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to squint.
It's a
little
hard
bit.
read, but you can't get
If
it
your
done.
eyes are wide open, that's just Chase in like a 70s outfit. But if you fucking squint hard enough, there's some curves there.
It's upsetting how accurate that is.
I fucking speaking of football and stuff or basketball, I don't know. Yeah, football.
Okay.
What I see in the videos that go viral sometimes are, and this is a theory I have, but I don't know enough about it, so I'm running it by the expert here. I fucking see these videos. It's like the kiss cam and stuff, and like couples will be all excited to be on the camera and they'll kiss. But then there's that one couple that like the guy ignores her and he keeps eating popcorn and he's just acting like he doesn't give a fuck. And then she turns to the guy sitting behind him and kisses him and then pours her drink on his face. I don't know if this is a well-known thing, but that's obviously like they do that almost every game just to like add some entertainment.
Every game thing, but
It's fake.
It's not. Wouldn't be surprised if one of those was real, but a lot of the times, yeah, there's like a marketing team that does
Yeah,
these things. So
that's
like
a known thing.
the Kiss Cam thing.
Oh, okay.
There's a marketing team in charge of the in-game events. So the T-shirt cannons of halftime events of somebody juggling fucking bikes. They're juggling 3 bicycles in the middle of a Oklahoma City Thunder game.
The guy who juggles
They're
apples
down
and eats them.
27. He's just like, hoppa, hoppa. All that is like set up by a marketing team.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, sometimes they try and borrow fake moments.
Yeah.
Just like that fucking planted bitch in the NFL that was wearing a jersey for a team she doesn't actually root for.
Got it.
Yeah.
So they do that. That's smart. But I wonder if you'd need to do so much crowd
Would you-
interactive shit if
okay.
it was actually entertaining.
Here's a question: sports game. Would you go to a hockey game?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in actually watching a hockey game?
I've never been, so I can't
I've never been. I
say
don't
yes or
follow
no
it,
yet.
but me and my girlfriend are going with her parents because
Yeah.
they got tickets for
Kraken?
work. Yeah, so we're gonna
Yeah.
go. We're gonna be in a suite. I'm gonna be with a bunch of white
shit.
people. Like fucking get them.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I would go to it. I've never seen it though, so I can't say how interested I'll be.
I'm just interested because I wouldn't go and watch hockey on my own, but being in that scenario where I am going to be watching, and then I'll start to get an understanding. We'll see if that's a sport that gets my liking. It might.
I'll tell you that I'll go to any game once or twice. I've been to football games. I've been to baseball. I've been to
What
Mariner
football
games.
games have you been to?
The Huskies.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
When?
A while ago with Dave, and I think you were probably there.
Oh, that was so long ago.
But I'm saying I've been.
I know, but
I've been to Mariners game. I've been to multiple.
We need to go. We need to go to a UW game at some point.
Let's go.
I want you to fucking sit there, take in the environment, the energy
Yeah.
that you're feeling. It's no different than Bruce Buffer goes, "It's time," and then you hear, "Let's welcome the Huskies," and then everyone's like, "Ah!"
You know what? I need storylines. Like I
That's
think
what-
that's what really gets me is like the life story of this person
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
against the life story of this person.
That's
and then,
exactly what
Is
it
that
is.
football?
That's a lot of
Okay.
the main sports.
It's just teams though.
I know,
So
but
it's
there's
like- it's a whole
storylines
group
within
of
the
fucking
teams.
people.
There's how well the team is doing in the season, where they're going to end up in draft order, what they're looking to do. Oh, this quarterback is he elite? Psych, this nigga's been sucking ass all season. He's not what we thought he was. This wide receiver has issues because he's not getting the ball enough. So, is he losing out on the sidelines? Goddamn right there is. It's a team rivalry. Oh, this team beat the shit out of the other team, and now they're fighting on
Take
the
a
field.
breath.
There's a lot. There's a lot that you're missing.
Who was the NBA player that recently got in a lot of trouble?
Oh, Josh Giddey.
yeah.
Yeah,
Josh
take
Giddey.
your arm out the fucking
He
stand.
fucking got. Fix your watch, please. It's
no,
distracting
no.
me. Please
So I guess this is our only segment.
fix
and then,
it, please.
And then we're ending.
Yes.
Josh Giddey got accused of hooking up with a minor. So there's Snapchat images of him with a minor,
Yeah.
and that's what's been going around is that he hooked up with a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
There might, as of where it stands right now, he was able to play in the game last night because the NBA
Well,
has
new
done
video came out.
NBA has done an investigation. They haven't found any concrete evidence of anything
Yeah.
worth suspending him, to my knowledge, up to this point.
Yeah.
There is a video that might be able to get him off. I don't know. It's some kids at an elementary school just on a playground. No. No. No.
Jesus.
It's him at a bar with the girl.
Mhm.
That's what the
It was like a club
video
thing.
looks like. Yeah, it looks like a 21 and over
Yeah.
bar. So what could get him off is that she could have been lying about her age and hanging out in areas where clearly you have to be over an age, so she's lying.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. That's where it
Yeah.
stands so far. Is it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah. I just
But
think,
he is getting cooked.
bro. He like every other video on TikTok is another video making fun of how much he likes underage kids.
Bro, somebody changed on NBA 2K, like the video game. They created a team. They took he plays for the Thunder.
Uh-huh.
They took the TH off of Thunder, so it's
Oh,
under and then
God.
18 is his number. He's getting
Yeah.
demolished.
Yeah.
Let's really hope. I
Dude.
really hope it's not true.
Yeah, same, obviously. But I think even if the girl lied, at some point you got to have the sense to know this is fucking what is it, 15, 16?
15.
How do you not know?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I have swimming practice tomorrow." Like,
How do you
I got to
not
do
know?
my homework. Yeah, I hope it's not true. It'll be a terrible, terrible look on the NBA if they
Mm-hmm.
let him play, and then it comes out that he was a pedophile.
But they're so careful about that stuff. So if they're
No.
they're
They
not?
no, see,
Oh.
Miles Bridges plays for the Hornets. He got arrested for abusing his girlfriend,
Oh shit.
and then got in
Was
another.
she overage?
Yes, but
so then what's?
he beat his girlfriend
But she's over 18.
in front of their kids on video.
Over 18.
What are you getting at?
Not
This is
that, I
a
was-
terrible. This is the worst time to try and do this.
Wait. Can you tell me what video this is? Because I think I might have seen it.
He like choked his girlfriend
And slammed
unconscious.
her in front of the.
I think I don't know.
If you, it's the video
didn't
I'm
see
thinking
the-
of. That's fucked.
But now he's playing again.
Holy shit.
So they're not good about this stuff.
There's no way he's
They
not.
promote
in
during the
prison.
All-Star
We're talking about two different things.
during an All-Star break. Karl Malone came to the All-Star game. They spotlighted him. They put a camera on him. He's waving. People are cheering. He got an underage girl pregnant, and I mean, granted, that was a long ass time ago. Does it matter? No, he's still being promoted by the NBA. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? So they're not good about this stuff. Same with the
Okay, never
NFL.
mind.
Their talent offsets being a bad person when it comes to these leagues. So stuff you learn if you watched.
Wow.
I'm gonna get off my high horse. I've been doing a lot of yelling this podcast.
Yeah. Can you be nice? Say one nice thing. Go.
You're a great friend.
Your mom has nice tits. I said that was mean, huh?
And that's the show. You know,
I had a segment we never got to.
what?
So Ian Gary, the fighter, his wife was saying something about MMA YouTuber. He's a pretty small YouTuber named MMA Guru. It's just this younger dude with a beard who just makes videos and stuff. He has a small little audience, like kind of like that Reddit group of people type of vibe. And he fucking, they went at this YouTuber and they were making fun of him for just being some loser in a basement. And so the YouTuber did research on who his wife was and then put it all out there. And now it's gone viral and every channel's talking about it. Everyone like has their opinions
Who's
on it.
his wife? What?
I forgot her name, but she's a 40-year-old lady who's married to Ian Gary. And the initial,
How old is he?
he's like 27.
Okay.
And the initial thing that came out was Ian and her ex-husband all live together.
Okay.
And then she wrote a book that's selling on Amazon still called How to Be a Wag, which is like the term used for women who try to date athletes. And so she wrote a how-to book on how to find a young athlete as an older woman, to like how to present yourself, how to get them, how to keep them, how to get younger successful athletes on the rise. Like she wrote a book on that. And then the ex-husband is his nutritionist.
Mm-hmm.
And also Ian has a kid with her now and let the kid have the ex-husband's last name. So that,
Oh my
because
God.
she has a kid with him too, so it can all be like a happy
Oh my
family.
God.
Yeah.
I also think it's funny that she wrote that book, and then the best that she could do with her expertise is an MMA fighter.
He's going to be champ probably though.
That's great, but I had no idea who he is.
Yeah.
Not that I'm the end all be all, but like he's not a high status name like a fucking top athlete.
Yeah. You write that book, you figure she'd
Yeah.
be with LeBron or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fair point. So she's not living up to her own.
no, and her house is a mess too. It's
Yeah.
not like she just cut it clean. She landed a bag and then just went about her day. She's doing all sorts of shit.
So now everyone's chiming in, and other YouTubers, Ariel Hawaii, everyone's talking about it. And now she's posting videos talking, like threatening, suing them.
Uh-huh.
So anyone who's talking about who she is, what she did, it's all public information, but now she's threatening to sue them for defamation. And Sean Strickland, who's a current champion, obviously had a lot to say about it. And he was like, leave her, man. She's a succubus. She's a leech. Leave her. Like, you don't fall for it. Fucking leave while you're young. Leave. And then she threatened to sue him too. So, yeah, I can't imagine having my girl's ex-husband be my nutritionist in the first place. And that's not because I'm insecure. I wouldn't want to be in such close proximity with someone who used to rail.
You don't like being in close proximity to your microphone either.
I'm pretty good. That's a fist length away.
Yeah.
Fist length away,
Closer,
brother.
baby.
No.
Look at that.
Remember when we played? I'm switching just quickly. Do you remember when we played? I know. Do you remember when we played Uno?
I want to be done.
We can finish this. You can cut this. Do you remember when we played Uno?
Yes.
Did it make you upset, or did you find it funny how I said we gotta rail her when I was talking about your girl winning? And I was like, someone has to fucking rail her, dude. Stop her from winning. Did you feel a twinge of like, come on, man?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I thought maybe you would just be like, one and done.
Yeah.
But then you keep going.
Keep going.
And even your girlfriend said something.
What'd she say?
Bubba.
Oh, she thought it was
tried
funny.
to reel you in.
No, she thought it was funny. But did you have a problem with it?
Not like a problem, but it's one of those things where it's like you squeeze the orange one time
Yeah.
and then you get the juice.
Uh-huh.
You don't keep squeezing it multiple times.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna go for that, you know what it is.
No, the reason I ask is because when we were driving home, she was like, do you think, because we were all laughing, but do you think Chase was actually...
When it comes to like actually upset, no.
Okay.
No.
And that's what I said. I was like, no. No way. I think I said it like 2-3 times.
It's one of those fine line jokes where it's like you can
Yeah.
touch that peak like once, but you probably shouldn't fly up there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't the one saying I was going to rail her. It was like someone has to kind of.
I get the joke.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't that I didn't understand the joke.
Okay. And hopefully you took care of that when you got home.
That's the episode. I'm fucking done. Like, comment,
That was the worst
subscribe,
episode
suck
ever.
my ass.